Hey, YTPC, Doug Michigan Piper. Just kind of doing some catch ups tonight. I'm got a new little addition over here. This is my bottle opener, my Buck bottle opener that I bought, and it's funny. I bought it and I was like, man, that looks kind of old school. I could put that in the study, which is the only thing I can think to call this place is a study, even though I don't do a whole lot of studying down here. But so I ordered it, and then it was like, man, now I need something to catch the bottle caps. So, because usually if I'm coming down here, I'll try to grab a beer. I don't always grab one, but so I got a spittoon on Facebook Marketplace. It was like $10, $5 shipping to use brass spittoon. But I figured I'd put that below it, catch bottle caps, and be kind of a cool thing for the study here. So I got some other, the only other thing I think that I've done, if you look up here, is I put that lantern up over there. Now that hook for the lantern was actually in the house when we bought it. It was a brass looking, it was aluminum, but it looked brass. It was gold colored hook. And I took it out to the barn and I hammered it a million times with a ball peen hammer and then spray painted it black, and it turned out pretty good to make it look like, almost like hand forged. Bring you over here. So if you look at it a little closer, it's got that kind of hand forged look. That does kind of cool. So yeah. And I'm probably gonna drop you guys, but I got you on a tripod. So all right, we're back. So just doing little things like that, but it's fun. I can't tell you how fun it is to mess around in this little room. And like I told you before, I don't want to spend a ton of time down here. I don't need a reason to get away from my family. The reason why I've been doing so many videos and stuff, not a lot of videos, but a lot more, even though I got a lot of work to do, is the fact that my family's all out doing their own thing with Halloween and everything in the haunted house season. So as far as housekeeping goes, I've got my Dr. Grabo freehand, and in it I have some Mac Baren Original Choice, which I'm starting to get educated on. I used to call it Mac Baren Original. So one of the things, the reason why I'm smoking this tonight is because I just texted back and forth with Paladin Piper, Pat, not too long ago, because I picked up some Paladin. I didn't know anything about Paladin, but it was in the store. It was in the local brick and mortar, and I call it a brick and mortar. It's better than nothing. Well, again, with the Sam Adams Oktoberfest. But it's basically a glorified liquor store. They just have to have a section for cigars and pipes. And the first time I went there, I got some Mac Baren Original Choice, and I didn't care for it as much. I mean, I liked it. There was a flavor in there I was trying to grab onto. And so I mixed it with some Captain Black Gold that I didn't care for as much. And every time I smoke it, it's like, man, there's just something in there that I really like. Well, so I went back and I got some more this past week. And the first time I got it, I had to rehydrate it because it was so dried out. It's probably been sitting in our store for years. And it's just in a glass jar. I don't know if it's glass jar sealed very well or what, but it was crunchy. So this time, I'm like, hey, is that the same stuff? Or no, we got more. And, I poured it in a bag. I looked at it in a baggie that he gave me, and it looked like it was, hydrated, but just went to pack this a little while ago and realized it was pretty dry. So here's my issue. You've heard me talk about having taste problems before. Well, this pipe, or this tobacco, I can barely taste right now. And the thing is, I was talking to Pat about the Paladin. When I had the Paladin the other day, my first thought was, man, this is super weak. It's super, like, you really got to search for the flavor here. And then after a while, it was like, I do get the flavor, and that's really good. So I texted him right away. I'm like, dude, this is awesome. And he texted back saying, you know what, you should try that for a month. Just exclusively smoke that tobacco for a month. And I'd heard about that before. Sorry, I gotta turn my pager off here. I'd heard about that before, so I was gonna do it. The very next time I smoked it, the next day, I couldn't even taste it. And with this today, since that happened, I decided to try some of the Mac Baren Original Choice, and I can barely taste this. I don't know if it's because it's too dry. So let me know if your tobacco is too dry. Do you have a hard time tasting it? I think more than likely what's happening is I must be saturating my tongue or something with it, because this happened before to me where, I'll smoke on top of the normal issues I have. I'll smoke a tobacco, and then the next day I'll go to smoking it and I can barely taste it. It doesn't happen all the time, but it seems like the more I smoke something, the less I taste it. So let me know, does that happen to you guys? Have you heard of that before? Just curious, because it gets a little frustrating sometimes, I gotta tell you. So anyway, I am smoking this right now, and then I'm probably going to go out and try to get the bike roadworthy. I went out the other day and just tinkered around a little bit, put a new horn on it, which has nothing to do with making it roadworthy. But I did got the horn on it. I got to replace the tail lights, the crash bar, the deer bent, and front light bar. So I got some work ahead of me, but I'd like to get that up and running, just so I can get it winterized. I don't want to winterize it the way it is. So we'll get that. We'll see. I'll get that up and running and roll with it. But that's about all I had for today, guys. Just wanted to update you guys on what's going, where I'm at, and I'm just curious about the tobacco stuff. As far as, do you have problems if you smoke something several days in a row with it tasting the same, or actually not tasting the same, but getting less of a taste out of it? Now, keep in mind, part of my problem too may be the fact that I usually only smoke on the weekends. This past week I smoked on Wednesday, but usually, 2 to 3 pipes a week, and that may have something to do with it. But just seems like here's something else that's weird, and I don't mean to make this a video about this is how I screwed up I am. But what I do want to tell you is, like, this week it happened again where if I smoke a pipe, then my tongue is more raw, and I don't mean like tongue bite. It's not tongue bite, guys. But like, I love wasabi peas. I can't stand peas. I cannot stand peas. You put wasabi on them and I can't stop eating them. But the wasabi's got the bite to it. Man, it's like somebody took a layer of skin off my tongue when I eat those after I smoked a pipe for like a day or two. Same thing with anything spicy or hot, hot sauce and stuff, which I'm not a big spicy person, but depending on who you ask. It just seems like it takes a layer off my tongue. It's weird. I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong, if it's a chemistry in my body. I know everybody's got different chemistry, and that could be part of it. Actually, I think that's a lot of it, between the chemistry and my sinuses. But just curious. So let me know what you guys think. Still having fun watching you guys in the new videos. Seems like everybody's got some kind of man cave or something going on right now. So if you don't feel bad. I mean, it is what it is. But it just seems like there's a lot of guys posting stuff about them. So it's kind of cool. But anyway, I hope you guys are all doing well. Till next time, you take care.